There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Well, today we have a special edition of Jada Pinkett's annual show, How Can I Embarrass My Husband, Will Smith? Now let's do a quick recap. Do you remember 2 years ago, we had an entanglement where Jada Pinkett had sex with her son's bisexual friend that sells beauty products and is trying to be the gay version of Mary Kay, aka August Alsina, R&B sensation who we thought was a bad boy when really he was taking it up the boy. You feel me? A record was made. She called it an entanglement, where she then made her husband Will Smith sit down and have a sit down tell-all interview where she accepted no accountability, and now we know why. And then we have last year during the Oscars when Chris Rock made a joke about Jada's bald head. He said that she was gonna be starring in the new G.I. Jane. I preferred to say her head was bald like the Peanuts in the Proud Family movie. Nevertheless, Will Smith laughed at the joke when it was first told. He looked over at his quote-unquote wife, and she said, "No, nigga, go handle your business." Will Smith said, "I'ma stand on business every time, man. Real one-man army, tight to go up against 50, you feel me?" Will Smith then proceeds to smack the dog shit out of Chris Rock, and it became national headlines about how insecure Will Smith is, where he cried and did his interviews and said, "I've got to go get help," while his quote-unquote wife played the background smiling. And now we have Jada Pinkett willing to say that, hey, I'm gonna tell it all. We haven't been together for 7 years. Yep, and there we have it, folks. Jada Pinkett Smith has basically been making Will Smith be a fraud, be in a fraud relationship, keeping up the perfect husband image, drowning in public perception for 7 years. And yeah, in the interview, she's saying, well, we made this decision together. We did this, we did that. I don't see any reason for Will Smith to be a part of the decision making after the things that this woman does every year, day in, day out. It seems to me like Jada Pinkett is only about Jada Pinkett. Her kids are grown. A relationship split, a divorce, it does not matter at this point. Get it done. Yet she's hiding it under the bullshit of, I made a promise and I made an oath that I was no matter what going to leave and blase, blah, 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 blah. The only reason that this woman hasn't gotten a divorce is because Tupac is dead. Yeah, she can't do the split on the dead, backwards on a dead man. Imagine the depression that Will Smith has to go through being embarrassed every year by a woman he was never with. The man slapped Chris Rock, lost endorsements, been banned from the Oscars, the highest type of award you can win and be recognized for your acting expertise. He's been banned from it because she basically hit him with the, "You gonna let him do that to me?" over a joke. Probably roles and opportunities missed because of Jada Pinkett Smith. And not to mention just the public embarrassment and the trauma, PTSD, that Will Smith had pent up to even do the slap. Entanglement, he's became the joke of every rapper, which was Will Smith's first profession. Until this past decade, Will Smith didn't have any public issues, but now he's the walking joke, all because of Jada Pinkett Smith. And let's not talk about her son. How did you make your son feel, being that you were willing to mess with somebody that he called a friend? See, it seems like to me Jada Pinkett is all about only Jada Pinkett. Even this interview, there was never a purpose of doing this interview. If you're thinking about getting a divorce, file the paperwork. If you're not, and y'all are gonna keep continuing to be like those old couples where grandpa lives in the basement, grandma lives upstairs, they only make public appearances finances together as she's saying that they do, well then do that in peace. What is the purpose of doing an interview? Not only an interview, you're in different settings in the interview. We gonna be outside right here. We gonna be chilling in the building right here. We on the other side of the building right here. Like, you had time to think about this. You had time to prepare. You had time to change your mind and be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do my husband, aka my play husband, like that. But no, you decided, you know what? I need the clout. I need people to have sympathy for me. At this point, Jada Pinkett, not even the women on the Shade Room have a drop of sympathy for you. You're a piece of shit. Please, if you're gonna be a piece of shit, be a piece of shit with your fake family in peace. And that's all that I ask. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation with Jada Pinkett Smith. Do y'all think what she's doing is honorable, admirable, or do y'all think that she belongs in a dumpster somewhere? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom. BigJusLaFlare.
It's him.